Many of you have probably seen my previous video in which I talked about the fact that South Africa has sung a song that originally contained the words "Kill the Boer" at the World Choir Games hosted by Interkultur. Now many of you, including myself, have sent emails to them to complain about the fact that they allow such songs being sung at the event. Their response to every single one of these emails, which is a basic statement that they just copied and pasted, was actually more of a slap in the face of me and my people than the fact that South Africa sung a song about killing us. I'm going to read to you their response. Our local partners in South Africa ensured us that the song Thina Sizwe has to be understood in a historical context as a remembrance of the struggle of freedom against apartheid in the sense of Nelson Mandela. By no means should it be understood as a political statement or in any other controversy sense. Also, it is important for us to stress out that the crucial part of the song, which is now being strongly criticized as not being sung at the closing ceremony of the World Choir Games. Now I have to ask a few questions about that. So you were just assured by your local partners in South Africa that the song is not harmful in any way, and you didn't even bother to go see the translation of the words, or did you look at the translation and still found it to be wonderful and alright to be sung at the closing statements? And also a song that contains the words "Kill the Boer," just because they didn't sing that part, but it's still part of the song, that doesn't bother you at all? They go on to say, as an internationally working organization, Interkultur is firmly rejecting each form of discrimination, political usurpation and violence. More than 16,000 participants from over 60 nations came together in South Africa for 11 days of peaceful, world-spanning, multicultural celebration of choral music. We are strongly regretting that an ambiguous contribution to the closing ceremony caused irritation, and we are intensively discussing this issue with our local partners. Please note also the statement of Andre van der Merwe, Chairman of the National Artistic Committee of Interkultur, which underlines our position. Lastly, the original first part of Thina Sizwe about killing farmers was not sung at the WCG rendition. Some media articles wrongfully claim this. I believe they are looking for sensation. The text of the World Choir Games rendition was as follows: "We the black nation are weeping for our land, which was taken away from us by white people. Let them return our land." Now, this is completely pathetic to me. So you're saying, okay, just because they didn't sing the part where they say "go kill the Boer," it's okay. They just sung the part which they said all white people are thieves, they stole the land from us, which is objectively false, because not a single white person in this land has stolen any land from anyone. The Transvaal Agricultural Union actually set up a reward for anyone who can prove that his land was stolen of more than 100,000 rands, and nobody could have claimed that reward yet because it's objectively false. Before we go on with this video, I would like to remind you guys that you can join this initiative by joining our WhatsApp broadcast list by just sending your name and your preferred language, Afrikaans or English, to this number right here. I would also like you to get the ratings up on this video by liking it and commenting it, so that this video will be promoted by YouTube so that as many as possible people will see it. Thank you. I myself could make a documentary about a certain population in the United States of America which only makes up 1/10 of the population, yet they commit more than half the crimes. And then I could say that all members of that part of the population are criminals because of that. But that would receive a lot of criticism because people want to be judged as individuals. And even though objectively true, saying that all people in that demographic are criminals because that demographic commits by far the most crimes proportionally, it still goes against the principle of judging people as individuals. Yet you go ahead and endorse a song that judges a whole group of people and call them thieves for stealing lands which is objectively not even true. They go ahead to say the following: "In my opinion, if we as a nation sing the national anthem including the stem associated with our apartheid past, we must also explore as a team to sing the struggle protest songs of our country's painful past, for example Thina Sizwe, of course without the killing part, because context in our country is ever changing. Kind regards, Henriette Brockman, Communications Manager, Interkultur, Ruberg 1, 35463 Fernwald, Germany," and then email address is there, brockman@interkultur.com. So the first thing I want to ask you is, what does we as a nation have to do with you living there in Fernwald, Germany? And what do you have to do with this country's apartheid past? Secondly, I want to ask you what part of the stem is hate speech, and what does the stem have to do with apartheid? The Stem is a song that was written in 1932, decades before the start of apartheid. It has absolutely nothing to do with apartheid, and it contains absolutely no hate speech. It doesn't call people thieves, it doesn't call for the slaughter of people. It is only a song that sings about the beauty of the country of South Africa. And as I said, it has nothing to do with apartheid. But you want to create a similarity between the stem and a song sung by a terrorist group, Umkhonto we Sizwe, which incites people to go kill a certain demographic. Now, as I didn't go this far in my previous video, but the history buff that I am, I've read every single page of this book. I'm sure you will know it. It's called Mein Kampf. It was written by the most famous German leader of all time, called Adolf Hitler. As Germans, I'm pretty sure you are very familiar with Adolf Hitler, and this is the part of the video that I really want the people at Interkultur to watch and really listen to me. So as I said, I've read that book from the start to the finish, and not in one place in that book has Adolf Hitler ever called to kill the Jews. No, he did demonize them by calling them out on the fact that they owned most of the media and they were the richest population in Germany, but he never said to go kill them. So objectively, the song that you endorsed at the World Choir Games is worse than anything in Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler, yet you go ahead and say there's nothing wrong with it. Now that is what is such a massive slap in the face of my people. The fact that you, as Interkultur, is endorsing a song that calls for the slaughter of my people just because that little part was not sung, but you still endorse the part that was sung that says all of my people are thieves. It pains me that a country that is so obsessed with its past, the past of National Socialism, will go ahead and endorse something objectively worse than National Socialism. I'm pretty sure you are aware of the situation here in South Africa, and I'm pretty sure that you are aware that thousands of farmers, white farmers and white people in the city have already been murdered because of hate speech in racial attacks being done in this country. And yet you go ahead and endorse a song that is about killing those white people and that is demonizing white people as thieves, even though it is objectively untrue. Now, I would really like a response from you guys at Interkultur on this, because you just upped the ante on this now. And now that you sent this pathetic response email to myself and hundreds of others that complained to you about what happened there. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching this video, and please remember to share it with everyone and to like and to comment.